of inspirational quotes by quarterback Jalen Hurts. We got another. Can we hear it, Ray? Here we go. We're talking about the grass now, Bill. Here we go. Go ahead. Let's get the quarterback.
When you're able to win in multiple ways, obviously talented and the opportunities are there, but it comes down to having good discernment of when to do something and when not to. I've always said and believed that you want to make sure that all of your tools are sharp when you need them. So when it's time to use them, you can go. And I don't think there's a doubt. I think, frankly, there's an effort there. The approach is a little different this week, and the grass will be green where you water it. We decided to water it. We kind of saw the fruits of our labor in that.
Oh, my God.
We've been watering the running game a good bit. It's kind of natural to put an emphasis on one thing and kind of take an emphasis off of another and see what you guys have kind of seen. And so, we want to just continue to be well-rounded, push to be well-rounded and water all areas of our yard.
Dude, that is a collection of 4. First of all, he said discernment. And he went there. You got to make sure all your tools are sharp. And you got the grass, water it when the grass grows where you water it. And then the fruits of our labor. 4 in a row. It's a new record. Right, you got to preserve that. That is an all-timer from the philosopher quarterback.
When we were listening to him last night on postgame, when I heard that, I was like, this is just Mike Gold right here.
Oh, my God.
It's everything Mike ever wanted.
I just heard water the grass. Well, I didn't know the other 3. Discernment, tools, sharpen, and fruits of our labor. Smashed into 145-second soundbite.
He was on fire yesterday, man. During the game, after the game, mic dropping.
That is awesome.
And the way he was dressed, he had the he had the Kangol hat on, he had the big chain.
Swear to God, my man. You ever see the movie Mars Attacks?
Yes.
All right, well, he's one of those. He's one of those guys. He's in human form.
Dude, he could do whatever he wants if he continues to play like that.
Oh, man.
Keep the main thing the main thing.
Well, they clearly, what I loved about it yesterday, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, really the whole team, they came out angry. But they came out angry. That's why I give a lot of credit to this team for taking the message and the drama. And I know people, the fans, they want to blame us and the media and say we created. They created the drama, but they did a great job of changing that narrative of everybody's against us, and now we're going to play angry. And they did it on the field, and they watered the grass, Mike. The grass is green where you water it. It's profound from Jalen Hurts.
It's amazing.
But I loved it, man. I don't have any other question. I told you that I was nervous that if push came to shove and there was a time where the running game gets shut down and they have to win a game through the air, will they be able to do it? And they proved it yesterday.
Yeah, and you question that, and people now, people on social media, let's get a little. I have to get to your Twitter because people are really hard on you, but it's kind of funny because they go so overboard. They are now denying you a spot on the bandwagon. You are not allowed. I love this bandwagon thing. Fans get into this now and then. If you say anything negative, well, you bandwagon, you're not allowed on the bandwagon. We don't need you.
Yeah, there's some of them I can't even read.
Yeah, read them. Go ahead.
They're so bad.
We'll bleep it out.
No. There's a lot of them. There was a lot of them. It's just funny because for the longest time, I was accused of being so overly positive about the Philadelphia Eagles. You're a fanboy. Bill, it's because they used to call me Bill Spadaro. And in the moment that I'm critical, it's don't come back now. Don't come back now. Look.
Well, I just get to the one guy called you I love the names they call you. These are priceless.
Well, I don't know if I can.
Can you bleep it out somehow?
So don't be on the bandwagon now, you bald-headed bleep hater. We don't need you. Get the bleep out of here. Then this one's good, too. Dude is the worst radio dude ever. He's just a rich kid who's got a voice. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Rich kid with a voice. I wish.
Are you a rich kid?
No, I wish. I wish I was a kid.
Oh, man, I love it.
41, I'm being called a kid.
Let's get to the texts because we got a lot of texts that came in.
Yeah, obviously the excitement riding high on the text line today. People making their Super Bowl plans. Larry checking in with us. One phrase for you. Who's stopping this team? Eagles took down a prolific offense in Cincinnati. The two-time MVP, number one defense against the run in Baltimore. Now a division leader with a great defense against the run and first in takeaways. I know some people are nervous, but I can give two bleeps about everyone. Bring them all on. EAGLES Eagles.
Yeah, I don't know why people would be nervous. Like, your eyes got to convince you of something, right? And what my eyes weren't convincing me of yet, as we talked about this for weeks, I thought the Lions were in a better position than the Eagles. They're not in a better position now. The Lions are reeling. And so the Eagles have taken that position. And that's what can happen in sports. You know, my eyes tell me a lot. And they just dispatch teams now, this Eagle team. You know, Pittsburgh, they didn't need to win. I get it. But still, that's a good football team. Had won 7 of 8 games coming in. They hadn't won in Philadelphia in a long time. They were poised to win a game somewhere along the line. And they came in there yesterday, and they just weren't even in it. The Eagles just swallowed them in that game.
You're right, and it's a good football team. And there really is nothing to be concerned about. Like, I'm shocked, though. We're sitting here, and we did our W's and L's before the season, and, you know, some people had them maybe at most winning 13 games, and if you picked them to go 13-4, oh, you're a homer. That's crazy. It's going to be a disappointment if this team doesn't win 14 or 15. How crazy is that?
They should end 15-2.
That's insane,
really. Who would have thought that? But you know, you look at you got to compare them to who they're playing right now, and there were some challenges to them. Detroit has always been a challenge to them all year. They really established a superiority in this conference early on, but things change. The Eagles have risen up and gotten stronger, and Detroit has gotten a little weaker now. That makes Detroit still a formidable team, but they're not better than the Eagles right now.
No, especially with all those injuries they have on the defense. I mean, you look at the NFC, the Eagles have to be the favorite. You said it to start the show. They have to be the favorite. Now, I know the odds still have the Lions slightly ahead of them the last time I checked the sportsbook odds, but they clearly have no weaknesses. When we look at this Eagles team, and we were talking a lot last week about the passing game, well, that's been answered. We were talking about Jake Elliott. Well, he goes 2 for 2 from field goal, really 3 for 3 because the one got called back on the penalty that they took. 3 for 3 on extra points. First quarter points. They had all those concerns about first quarter points. They had 17 in their first 13 games. They had 10 against the Steelers, even having 2 turnovers. Everything's been answered.
I just like the fact that they actually did something about what they were lacking the week before. And they made it a pointed effort. Okay, we're going to make this a pointed effort to get the passing game going, to get people feeling comfortable, especially the wide receiver who wasn't comfortable. Let's target him. It's like so fundamental, and they did the fundamental thing. There have been weeks and years in the past when they just ignored what they needed to do, and they adjusted to what they needed to do, and that was the most, it was gratifying to me. 610-632-0975. We'll get to your calls after this.
Hey everybody, it's Bill Colarulo. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you can engage during the show, and you're not going to want to miss all the content that we post. It's not only the live videos, it's videos after the fact. It's our shorts. It's all the content you want as a Philadelphia sports fan. Looking forward to connecting.